when Battlefield 1 came out, there was somewhat of a controversy regarding the black gentleman that was on the cover. And I made a video about it. And in the comments, there were people that was actually saying that it wasn't authentic. It wasn't talking about the true history because blacks didn't have a prominent role in World War I. The only thing they were good for was being cooks and janitors. And you can go into the comment sections and look at it. It was wild to me, right? So as I'm looking, this is from World War I. These are black Africans. There were black Germans. There were black British men. There were black French. There was the Harlem Hellfighters. So were their numbers huge? No, but the fact of it is that they weren't acknowledged. And so it just brought some light to it. Now, Battlefield 5, here comes another controversy. Women. There's a woman on the cover, and there's people that actually feel that this is not authentic, that they feel that the women wasn't a strong factor in World War II. Absolutely ignorant. It seems like people get into a box and they want to look in everything that's inside that box and feels like when they see others around them that is closing in and they're about to lose their significance. The fact of it is that there's a long history of others out there that didn't get their just due. And these women are one of them. Some of the most fierce women were the Soviet, what were they called? Night witches? They would bomb Germans at night. There were snipers. There were the American women that was part of the WASP. They were the bomber girls. They would help out. And let's not forget about during the time of the Depression and the Dust Bowl when all the soldiers were out there busting their ass trying to save humanity, pretty much. The women was holding it down, having children, working, doing men labor. I'm not understanding why it would be a problem for any woman to be on the cover. It should be a proud moment for anybody out there. The problem that I'm getting is that there's people that really feel that if you aren't talking about a certain group, that they feel that, oh, no, they're taking away. It's all these SJWs. They want everything to be included. It's not real. I think a lot of people are just ignorant and don't know their history. There were a lot of women that fought and died in that war. It's crazy. There were German fighters. There were Russians. There were British. There was all different types of women from all over the world. Talking about significant numbers. Now, the fact of it is that what this game, Battlefield 5, I'm really kind of tired of the World War II aspect of things because they keep bringing it up. But the way that Frostbite is doing this and bringing out different side stories, I was feeling the same way about Battlefield 1, angry, but once I start playing the game and who they included into the stories, it was actually really enjoyable to play. Plus, it's a kick-ass multiplayer game. And so I know that this one's going to be even better. And this could be the opportunity for Battlefield 5 to take over COD, finally. They should have done it with Battlefield 4, but Battlefield 4 was such a mess. It was so broken, and Ghosts was an abomination multiplayer-wise. The story was really dope, though. But Battlefield 5, Frostbite engine, everything about this multiplayer has grown. The last Battlefield 1, there's some people that said they didn't really like it because of the weapons and the lack thereof, and they want to get back into the modern. But once you played that game, it felt really good. And so, of course, I think this is going to be no different. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. I'm just really upset with a lot of guys out there when they have moms, they have sisters, they have wives, girlfriends, aunties, and they shit on women because it's not authentic. It's got to be something that's politically correct. No, it's got nothing to do with that. There is a long history of people would go and read and they would do something instead of troll or bitch and moan about everything. Maybe they could see what's really going on within their world from their past to their present and maybe what we might be looking at in the future. I mean, this is something to me that is awesome because they're saying that they're going to be doing different stories, the lesser known stories about World War II. And if they do it in the same aspect of like they did the Battlefield 1, then I'm all for it. I mean, I'm already stoked from what I've seen with the trailer. The game looks bananas, but people are actually bitching because there is a woman on the cover. Wow. I don't know, guys. You got to let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. I mean, do you actually really feel that women shouldn't be included into war games? Even though we have female fighters out there, we've been having female fighters all the way since the Civil War, even before that. So I'm just trying to get through an understanding of why people think that everything should just be one way, look one certain way, not change. It's got to be this way, that way. If we keep being ignorant about certain things, then we're always going to be blinded to the real truth and the fact of what happened in our history. That's exactly how I feel. And I know this is a blend of kind of my thoughts of how everything is going on in the world, especially here in America and United States. And I'm not going to be overly political about anything, but I just feel that just this animus of hatred, or just keeping certain people down, or class or race, whatever, it's getting larger, and or it's bringing out its ugly head, and it really disturbs me because it's 2018. We have to do better. We have to be better, and we have to applaud when these game developers are reaching out and trying to include other people of, the women, people of sexual orientation, all that, you know what I'm saying, people of color. Video games is not just played by just only one certain group. It's played by everybody. You never know who you're playing on the other side. I think personally that gaming is really in a good place. It's going in a good place, in my opinion. I think that there's a lot of developers that want to broaden their horizons, want to do a little bit something different, not just follow the same status quo just to get sales. I think when we look at games like Hellblade, and then you just go on and see what's going to happen with Detroit, whatever that's going to happen with other games that may have some deep rooted things that's gonna test you out mentally, I think that's great. I love that. So again, I don't understand why some people are so angry about a cover of a woman or a person of color or anything like that. I just think that as gamers, we should enjoy what these developers are trying to bring to us. I think personally, as a gamer, that it benefits all gamers when we reach further and try to include everything, because gaming is global and there's so much knowledge that we can gather by just playing certain games that really want to touch on some real elements throughout history, or just through real life situations. I really am impressed with what they did with Hellblade. I can't say enough how much I liked Hellblade, because that's so different, so original. And of course, I mean, with other games that's out there that's touched on some serious notes that I can't think of right off the top of my head right now, but I definitely just want to hear your thoughts. I mean, I know I said this for the third time, I'm going to get out of here, but I just confused why people want to just bitch and complain about everything, man. Let's just keep it gaming. Let's have a good time, man. Peace.
As a kid, I had a lot of money. Knotted up, rubber band money. Next to the Xbox, thrown in my Jordan box. I think it was my 13s, something that I rarely rock. White and black high top, I used to wear the high socks back when I was balling.